Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Oyster Bay map, and we've got Minigin from WOTCCASIA. It's in the Strv 103B. It's an all-tier 10 battle. He's going to head to the coastline, I think. Let's watch where he goes. Get right out on the beach and get some cover that you can then cover that any tanks that are trying to cross. It's not uncommon for them to come fairly close to this area, but it's taking a sort of a more conservative position here. So let's jump into siege mode. That is just relying on the natural camo from the tank itself, the TD. Not running a camo net or binoc, so hopefully that pick up some tanks. Alright, just missed that Strv crossing. Well, didn't miss that time, so he's managed to get one shot in. So now he's gone dark, so he's going to pop up every now and again, I'd say, but whether he gets spotted or not is another question. It's 50 TP. Can you get a shot into him? Can, that connects, but doesn't pen. It's just using his standard APCR at this point. Decent, very decent shell velocity, 1500 meters per second, and he's been spotted this time. So he pulls back, bounces the incoming round from the Gorilla 15, but not the I-7. Now he's running a very nice skin on this. It's got an animated sort of radar dish on top. I'll just show that in a second. That I-7 just coming into view. You can see that radar just rotating. It's a very nice effect. Now there's plenty of fire coming and blind firing coming into the spot. He's looking to punish that I-7 for shooting him. I'm sure he'll get the opportunity when that I-7 pops out again. But of course they know he's here, and that Gorilla 15 as well. And there's the Strv 103 coming out, so he just pops around again, or at least he's been spotted. It doesn't mean he's visible. As in, he's behind a rock, so it's not visible to Minigin at this point. Now the team's already up 3 tanks, also about 4k of hit points, although the Gorilla took a big hit there from 60 TP, I think. And again, just checking out the Strv. Oh, the Gorilla puts a nice hit on the enemy Strv there. Just looking up to see whether he can back that up. No, it's behind hard cover again. Now they're starting to lose some tanks there, so I-7 going down M60. Now that might give the enemy a bit more cause to manage to tag the E50M. He might get another shot in here, which he does. Takes him down to 205 hit points. But there's actually 3 E50s in the game, so it's going to be 50Ms that is, so it's going to be interesting to see whether another one pushes up this side, and yeah, he's starting to punish the 60 TP. Getting some nice side shots on there, and it's taken him just over 2k so far. It's got excellent DPM on the Strv. Oh, here we come. The enemy Strv is pushing in. It's just proxy spotting the Gorilla 15, which might be dangerous. So Minigin just being ready. The Strv puts a nice shot into him, and he pushes in. And too slow. Minigin gets the kill. As in too slow for the enemy Strv, that is. Anyway, some more blind shots coming in. Still maintaining a bit of an advantage here, the 2 tanks up, and still a significant amount of hit points. But then all of a sudden they've lost sight of the I-7, or at least that 50M. So quick snapshot, and here we go, another E50M coming up, pushing in close, manages to tag the Gorilla 15. Minigin just concentrating on the I7 at the moment just in case he pops out. But they'll have to deal with the C50M in a second. Guerrilla 15 might have a problem here. Okay, so he's fired. It looks like this will convince the 50M to pop up. Minigin puts a nice shot into him. He'll get another shot in, potentially. No, pulls back before he can reload. And they're sort of on their own at the moment. Luckily, there's no one else challenging this position. But, okay, I think Minigin's got an idea how can he deal with this. Something you can learn here, shooting underneath a dead tank gives you a lot of cover. And the enemy tank probably won't be able to fire back at you. So he's just putting shot after shot into the 50M. Just the DPM on this is about 4,000 per minute. And he's just punishing the C50M. He's got no chance of fighting back. You can just see the gap there. Does manage to put a shot in there, but just bounces. You can't get the spots that he needs. They've taken the D50M down to 34 hit points, so most of that going to Minigin, but the Guerrilla gets that last 34 hit points. So that's taken Minigin up to 4.5k. There's the I7. He's been spotted here, but the I7 just ducking back into cover. Can he get his revenge on the I7? I think he probably can. So it goes dark there. And I7 just being distracted now. Can he get a shot on the side of the turret? That's what you would hope. Yes, he should be able to. Yes, he can. Gets one shot in. Can he get another one? Just reloading really quickly. Yes, takes him down to 70 hit points. And is it going to be a kill for Minigin? It might well be. Yes, it is. In fact, gets his whole damage that I7 put into him right back and with some interest. So, closing in on 5.5k, having a decent game here. Now they're 3 tanks up, or 4 tanks up I should say. It's 4,000 hit points left on the enemy side. But the targets are all quite some distance, so he's going to use his mobility now. Strv fairly quick, both forward and rear. When it's not in siege mode, that is, of course. So he's just zooming across the sands here, trying to find another target. There's T110E4, there's the T110E4, it's been spotted. So he goes dark, puts a shot into him. Still not been spotted, should get another shot into the E4. Blind shot there, we'll see if that landed. That would take him over 6k if that went in. He's only got 2 of his heat rounds left. And he just goes back into siege mode here, should get another shot in. Yes, he does. Gets his last shot in from his heat rounds before, well, he takes a big hit there, but penetrates again, and the E4 goes down. So 6.5k, almost to Minigin, but there's only a Guerrilla 15 and a Matey core. Is he going to get any more shots in? Still 6 minutes left in the game, so plenty of time to get a result. M60 is urging the Guerrilla 15 to cap. Now that may just be to draw the enemy tanks out so they can shoot them. Of course, if it's the Manticore, you may not get any notice there. FE4005 getting punished by something he can't see. Probably the Manti. So he goes back down. And Minigin just following the Guerrilla 15 up. Put some cap pressure on, absolutely. Oh, in fact the Guerrilla 15 doesn't even want to go on cap, so looks like Minigin will do that. Sit in a nice bush here, use his camo. Oh, there's the enemy Guerrilla 15, he got spotted there. So he's going to come around the other side maybe. He's waiting to go dark. Now he's gone into siege mode. No, he's going out again. He needs mobility to get around and get in on this Guerrilla 15, but everyone's pushing in. 2 Guerrilla 15s pushing in. And enemy Guerrilla 15 takes out the FE, but Minigin getting shut out of the chase there. So he stays back on cap here. He's got someone with him now, just the mouse, so they're going to probably cap this out before they can find anyone. Or Minigin can spot that Guerrilla 15 running away. No, they've lost him, so he just pulls back into hard cover and makes sure he's not exposed to any blind shots. 10 more seconds and they'll have the win here. So he's showing 6.4, but he did get something that looked like it would be a blind shot in, so I'll have to check the details. Guerrilla 15 has gone, now it's just the Medicorp, but that is the win. So let's go and check out the details. Yes, that blind shot did go in, so he's ended up with 6.7k of damage, 3 kills, and that's earned him the high caliber award for the most damage. That's at least 20% of the hit pool of the enemy team, and the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. So let's have the team score, 1099 base. Now, this is sort of getting back to reality for tier 10 tanks. This is the normal level, so we're seeing some quite high levels in some other tanks, but luckily the Strv 103 is a normal sort of level of Ace Tanker Mastery experience. And didn't see most of those tanks there. The Guerrilla 15 that was with him did 2.5k, but relying on his spotting, so it's certainly helped Minigin, and he's, yeah, no one's done 3k even, so yeah, it's more than double the damage of any other tank on his side. And enemy Guerrilla 15 did 5.7. I think that was the one that was killed at the end, and the 113 we didn't see doing 4k, so standout play from both of those players there, but not enough to prevent people doing silly things in front of TDs, and you can see some of the E50Ms, yeah, not doing great. But this is all about Minigin's game. He's really carried that side that he was on and kept the enemy at bay. And what would it cost him? Well, a little bit there. So he's ended up firing 21 shots, and again, that indicative of the rate of fire of the Strv 103B. 20 penetrations, only 1 shot bouncing. And Tech Tree tank, of course, so no special favours there, not even running personal reserve, so that's a bit unfortunate, but it's spent nearly 90k on ammo and 20k on consumables, so net loss 52, but great game there from Minigin. It's only going to help his quest for getting another mark on the TD. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. That important part about shooting under tanks, and we did see that. In fact, I've got another example probably going to come out in a few days. Similar sort of scenario, but not with a TD, but it's a great technique to take advantage of because it really gives you a lot of protection, and something you can benefit from. So anyway, I hope that helped you in some way. If it did, please give the video a thumbs up so other people can see it and potentially learn from it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. I'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.